This is Max Reverb, back on the air once more, my dear listeners. I know, it always feels like an eternity since we've last talked. Times are certainly a-changing. The joint training exercises with the illustrious Swords of Sanghelios is set to begin soon, and, well, I think it goes without saying, but tensions are running a bit high. So in the spirit of deep breaths and cool heads, let's take this last evening easy before we gotta shake hands with our guests. So get comfortable with whatever crate you're using as a lawn chair right now, and relax. This evening, things are getting strange on the range.
It was strange on the range. The wind did whip the snow. The herd was getting spooky. The coyotes howling low. It was strange on the range. It was strange on the range. The day was turning raw. You could feel the thunder and lightning coming through the draw. It was strange on the range. My horse began to stumble. The hail, it hurt my eyes. I never felt so humble, alone out there with the angry skies. It was strange on the range. Stumble, the hail, it hurt my eyes. I never felt so humble, alone out there with the angry skies. It was strange on the range. It was strange.
Nothing raises my spirits like a good old Western, and in times like these, I think we all need that sweet comfort of home to help us all get along. The street lamps will be coming on soon, and Mom has left the lights on for us. We've got some time, so let's take a few long minutes to enjoy some Southern comfort. All right, everyone. I have a caller here that says he has a very important message for all of us, so let's take a minute to listen to what he has to say. All right, friend, you're on the air.
Oh, hey, thanks for taking my call. Yeah, if you remember me, I'm the trash guy. Everyone knows me as the trash guy. Yeah, whoop-de-doo. So history lesson for you guys. Back here on Earth, long time ago, back before we figured out a lot of our stuff, right? We had a trash island. I'm being serious. It was a trash island. It was floating around in our ocean, and it was just trash. And I'm convinced that your ancestors, whoever you are out there, making a mess of all these outposts, all these places that I have to be sent to every single damn day, your ancestors are the reason why we had that trash island. Bottles, bags, there are so many places to deposit these things. It's not that hard. It is not that hard. I'm only asking for a small bit of respect for what I do so I can have a day off. Just one. I haven't had one since I've been posted here. Ugh. I appreciate you and everything that you do, and I'm glad that you allowed me to have this opportunity. So thank you for allowing me this. If I could get something nice and chill to calm down with, that'd be awesome. Thanks, Max.
We had a whole island made of trash? I don't remember them teaching that in history class, but I guess you learn something new every day, huh? Well, in the spirit of living through history, ladies and gentlemen, this next song goes out from me to you.
I can see that lone star from 1,000 miles away, calling me back home, though I ventured far astray. When I see that beacon shining for me all alone, it calls me back to Texas and to home. Lone star, shine down on my hometown, fill my memory, light my way. Cattle in the old corral, the open range all round, sunlight and the smell of new mown hay. I remember though I've wandered and much happiness I've found, still I wish that I could be back there today. I know my home is waiting for me by the river's shore. I know that all the ones I love would welcome me once more. In dreams I see them now, though it seems I'm bound to roam. My thoughts are still of Texas and of home. Smell of new mown hay. I remember though I've wandered and much happiness I've found, still I wish that I could be back there today. I know my home is waiting for me by the river's shore. I know that all the ones I love would welcome me once more. In dreams I see them now, though it seems I'm bound to roam. My thoughts are still of Texas and of home.
I hope you all enjoyed that last song. It was delivered to me earlier today by a very special courier. Make sure you say hi if you ever see them wandering around out there. You know, sometimes I dream about being one of those wayward souls roaming around under the big blue sky. But, I couldn't start a fire to save my life, so in my studio I shall stay. For the rest of you out there enjoying the fresh air, here's a welcome Georgia sky.
The Georgia sky at midnight used to shine so bright. But ever since she told me goodbye, I can't see the stars in the sky. I thought that she was my true love. She was an angel sent from above. I thought that we'd keep walking in clover until she said it was over. The Georgia sky at midnight used to shine so bright, but ever since she told me goodbye, I can't see the stars in the sky. I thought her heart and mine were entwined. I guess she had something else on her mind. I thought that she was happy to stay till she was walking away. The Georgia sky at midnight used to shine so bright, but ever since she told me goodbye, I can't see the stars in the sky. I can't see the stars in the sky.
You know what we're missing right now, dear listeners? A good story. And you can't have an evening spent outside with a fire without a good story. I got a caller on the line here, and I think he has exactly what we need. All right, caller, let her rip.
Well, howdy. I hope y'all can hear me okay, and I hope the connection lasts long enough for me to tell this. I appreciate y'all taking my call. I'm Gunnery Sergeant Hicks, and boy do I have a story for y'all today. One of my squad mates come up with a pretty clever prank idea the other day. Now, this fella, who has been affectionately nicknamed Dipstick, not in any way related to his talents in mechanics, probably couldn't find his own rear end in the dark with a flashlight and a map. But he comes up with some great pranks and knows his cars well enough. This time, he got the newbie we just got a few weeks before being posted here with one. See, we were having the newbie learn how to do some of the maintenance on the Warthog, and he dropped one of the bolts onto the gravel we were working on. I found it almost immediately after it was dropped, but Dipstick talked me into holding on to it. Newbie spent probably 40 minutes looking for that bolt with a metal detector before we told him we had it. The look on his face was priceless, and I laughed a little bit more than I should have and caught most of the heat for it. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. The newbie, who we have just now decided to call the dentist, has already gotten back at Dipstick for that prank. He got one of the mayo packets from one of our tuna MREs, opened it, and squeezed all the mayo out of it. Then he filled it with toothpaste. He got a lighter and melted the plastic back together and gave it to Dipstick when he asked for an extra mayo yesterday. Dipstick almost didn't notice because of all the salt he dumps on his food, but it eventually kicked in on the second or third bite. Looks like we got us a little prank war started. Hopefully it doesn't grow into one that I have to deal with because this is too entertaining for me, and I hope it was entertaining for y'all too. Well, I appreciate your time, and I appreciate all y'all are doing to help us stave off the boredom out here. Y'all take care now, and take it easy out there.
That is some real dedication there, Gunny. Melting a mayo packet closed by hand for revenge? Absolutely worth it in my book. Be wary to not get caught in the crossfire, friends. Dipstick and Dentist seem to know no bounds when it comes to their pranks. Actually, I just got a new shipment of food, and considering what we just heard, I'm gonna let you guys listen to this next song while I just double-check something real quick. It's Lone Star Waltz coming up next. All right, we are all good here. Thank you all for waiting so patiently. I just had to make sure I wasn't about to become their next victim. You can never be too careful. I know it's quiet posting out here, but sometimes it's the quiet places that you gotta watch out for. In fact, you'd better watch every step you take.
Watch every step you take. Don't make a big mistake. Don't go and break her heart again. Be careful what you're saying. Don't make her think you're straying. This ain't a game she's playing. She is putting her heart in it. Look out for trouble, stranger. Don't put yourself in danger. Don't try to change her if you care. She set her sights on you, and she's dead to rights to do her darndest to pull you through and make you see things more her way. Hey, hey, mister, listen now to me. I learned the hard way how foolish a fool can be. Watch every step you take. Don't make a big mistake. Don't go and break her heart again. Now to me, I learned the hard way how foolish a fool can be. Watch every step you take. Don't make a big mistake. Don't go and break her heart again.
I have some good news for you all. We have a new sponsor tonight for the show, and I think you'll really like this one. So next time you're out on leave and have some cash to spend in New Mombasa, stop by Long Night Spirits. Here are a few choice words from them.
Have you been working hard, needing a moment to yourself? Could you use something to aid in your moment of dreary need? Long Night Spirits is here in Old Mombasa to provide you with the finest liquors and spirits available. Something to help you stomach the day. With various tequilas, gins, vodkas, whiskeys, and more, Long Night Spirits can provide you with what you need to handle what's left toiling inside. Available for pickup or delivery, we're here for you on your longest nights to provide a cure for what ails you. Active duty UNSC with current IDs can receive bulk order discounts. Just ask around. Check our CivNet site for locations and prices near you. See you soon, wayward soul, at Long Night Spirits.
I personally just picked up a bottle of honey and lemon cider from them called Slipspace Rads. I guess it's gonna have quite a kick to it, enough to knock down a space elevator, huh? Was that too far? Yeah, that was too far. Anyways, I'm gonna go find a clean glass. Here's Slow Road Home. All right. I got a glass here that is pretty clean. Should be fine. Let me pour myself a little to start and have a little sip. Let's see. Okay. Oh, that is quite good, actually. Sweet and tangy, almost like lemonade. I hope y'all are enjoying the music so far. I think it's shaping up to be a really nice evening for us here. Our next song is Bad Boys of Texas, here on Easy Does It Radio. Okay, I got another important call here, guys. Caller, go ahead and let him hear it.
Hey, I'm calling to see if anyone has seen my squad member, Sky. We haven't seen her in half an hour, and she left without telling any of us. The buddy system was put in place for a reason, by the way. She was supposed to be on the night watch, but when I went to drain the oil pan, she was missing from her post and a dinghy was gone. Our captain is so pissed. So, yeah, just reaching a ping out. If you have any sightings or leads, please call Zanzibar Wind Station 7. She's got gray and red armor on. Shit, saying that out loud doesn't really help. Oh, the color-coded armor. Fuck. But any leads would be helpful. Thanks.
I am really sorry to hear about that, friend. We gotta keep an eye out for each other around here. If anybody hears anything, I'll do my best to get them in contact with you. I wish you and your squad mate the best. And before I forget, thank you for all you do. I don't know if I ever told you all this before, but back in high school, before I signed up, I used to be in a band. It was just me and my friends playing in my mom's garage, and oh boy did we sound terrible. We would get kicked out of every venue we tried to even apply to. In fact, eventually my mother couldn't take the noise anymore and just kicked us out onto the front lawn. Yeah, good memories. And even though we sounded about as good as how a jackal looks, we still had a great time hanging out and playing together. So cherish the time you have with your friends while you can. The sun is going to start setting soon, and in the dark, the lovers come out for their nightly, nocturnal affair. did anybody else do a lot of traveling when they were younger? I mean, besides being deployed all over the known galaxy, there are so many places to visit just here on Earth. I don't know how you would even find the time to see it all. I think the next chance I have, I'm gonna go see the Jewels of the URNA. This next song convinced me I have got to see Seattle before I die. I gotta say, my favorite thing about running Easy Does It Radio is getting to talk to you all. Thank you all so much for calling in and sharing your stories. I've got another caller here that's been patiently waiting to talk to us all, and I don't want to keep him waiting another minute. You are on the air, caller.
Hey. I'm calling in because I just wanted to say, how nice it is to be here on Earth. I grew up on Luna, so, I didn't really see too much on the way of trees or wildlife or anything like that, really. So, being here on Earth, seeing trees, animals, insects, all that, it's, I love it. I, again, just, I can't imagine ever leaving Earth now, because I get to see all of this life. It's all sterile on Luna. Can't say I miss it.
And a big thank you to our lunar visitor here on good old Terra. Earth has so much to offer. It really is a wonder to behold, dear listeners. But do not forget that without your dear Luna to pull the tides and light up in the night sky, Earth would not nearly be so magical. Speaking of changing tides and beautiful night skies, I have just the track for us. It's time to kick up our feet and listen to the waves on the beach as we are swept away by the Hawaiian blues. These songs remind me of those warm summer nights in my dad's garage with the rolling doors pulled all the way up, the fluorescent lights beaming out on the driveway as the cooling air would blow by. My dad and I would sit in his old rolling chairs and just watch the sunset while the radio played and echoed out into the world. I guess we all miss the simpler times, huh? Sometimes we all need a little hometown homage. I do apologize for interrupting the music, dear listeners, but I gotta keep the lights on somehow. If any of y'all are planning some R&R, I've got just the place for you to spend it.
You've endured so much, so isn't it time that luck paid you its due? Come on down to the Bahati 39 Casino today. Come try your luck on the slots, or hold them at the poker tables. From blackjack to roulette, baccarat to craps, and every form of sports betting you can imagine, you could win it all in a flash. Have little money to bet? Ask our staff about collateral betting. You could front your old beater car in one quick game and come out with an all-new KAV Commodore Deluxe vehicle. After winning yourself a fortune, why not relax at the classic Wunderbar Wonder Bar, or maybe get yourself a massage and bath from our in-house Algiers hostel specialists. Prefer to relax in the company of like-minded luxury individuals? Our Luis Lounge is for those who prefer the company of high rollers and seasoned veterans from the various games we offer, with stiff drinks and comfortable seats to enjoy proper conversation. Plan your trip to our rich house of opportunity today. Bahati 39. We make millionaires.
Remember, dear listeners, safe betting is smart betting. We are gonna slipstream right back into the music now. I hope you all enjoy this next one. These MREs they give us really make me appreciate my mother's cooking. And that's saying something. She could have burned ice cream in a snowstorm. But when Dad left, she did her best she could, and quite honestly, it was her homemade tacos that always hit the spot. Does anybody know a good Mexican spot in New Mombasa? Maybe a little Cantina Mexicana? Time for another caller. He seems a bit busy, so I'm just gonna switch him on and let him go. The air is yours, my friend.
Hey, hope all is going well for you and your viewers across the VEZ. I know people have been on edge since the attack. I lost a good friend there. He was an elite, believe it or not. Shortly after the war, a few Marine divisions were tasked with making friends with our new partners. I showed him this radio station, as a way of giving him insight on the more innocent, small things in our lives. What purpose does this serve, he would ask. He didn't say it, but over time I believe he grew to enjoy human customs. I hope our species will grow to coexist peacefully without surprise attacks being in the question. And that's what I'm helping achieve. Speaking of which, I gotta get back to work. Tensions are high after the attack.
Wow, you're telling me I have had elites listening this whole time? That's incredible. Thank you all for lending me your ears. Oh, I don't mean that literally. I mean, wait, do elites have ears? Well, they must, right? Well, how else can they hear us? Oh, crap, that's right. Anyway, here's Hopeless Dreamer. God, I can't believe I just did that. All right. I want to apologize for my mistake earlier. I meant absolutely no offense to our Sangheili guests. I hope we can all live in peace and learn from each other. And if I do have any Sangheili listening right now, I actually have a question. Do you all have any sweets from your home? Like, here on Earth, we have so many different kinds of candy and treats. My personal favorite is a honey bun. Simple, sweet, and delicious. You Sangheili should try one sometime. I mean, who knows, it might just become a favorite of yours, too. Speaking of treats, Our next song is a real urban suite. Let's see if we have another caller here to give us a story. All right, let me see. All right, here we go. Caller, you are on the air. Let them hear it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hello. My name is Ion Chorus. Sorry, a little nervous. This is my first time calling into Easy Does It. I've only been stationed here in the VEZ for about 3 months now, out on checkpoint 249. A bit of background, I guess. I was sent here to shadow a senior officer and learn and improve, but he was transferred out about a month ago to some remote canyon, and as such I have taken on his responsibilities here, which surprisingly is still the same amount of boring. So I just wanted to come on here and send a message out to the new people, like I once was, like we all were, and just say, hang in there. I know nothing happens, and I know not much changes around here, but I think it is important for all of us, especially us loners, to remember that we are not alone, and that we are all going through this boredom together. And I know that doesn't necessarily make it better, but It is something that helps when you think about it. And to the same effect, I want to thank Easy Does It, and I want to thank you, Max, for keeping us all sane, because I can guarantee you that without this radio station, a lot of us would have already gone crazy. But, I think that's, all I wanted to say. Stay sane, everyone, and remember, don't touch that dial.
Well, Ion, I greatly appreciate your input and your work out at Checkpoint 249. You're absolutely right. It's good to remember our camaraderie and know we're all here together, especially in this massive sinkhole of group boredom we call the Voi Exclusion Zone. Okay, we have one last song in this section, so let's all prepare to listen to Octaves and Scales in the Multiverse. Alright then. We're going to play another advertisement real quick before we begin the next section, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for your patience, and if any of you are looking for jobs when your service contract is over, this might be worth taking a look at.
St. Cosmas and Damien Medical Centers would like to announce immediate openings for a variety of positions in our new Mombasa Trauma Center. These openings include receptionists, medical records clerks, registered nurses, paramedics, emergency medical technicians, surgical assistants, phlebotomists, physical therapists, and IT service technicians. Offering competitive wages and benefits, we are eagerly looking for new applicants to hire at all our medical facilities, and we offer hiring bonuses for those with related prior experience in the UNSC. Please check out our CivNet site to apply, or check for available positions for the St. Cosmas and Damian Medical Center today. We're available 24/7, just a phone call or an instant message away.
Welcome back, everyone. We're going to slow things down here for a bit as we get later into the evening. I have pulled together a great selection of music inspired by those tropic Pacific islands. The oceans are blue and the sand is gold, and we're going to kick back and relax in our very own island paradise. This next song translates to blossoming flower and was written in honor of a beautiful queen. It's Omakalapua. Music like this reminds me just how much I need a vacation. We're gonna keep it moving right along, folks. Okay. Oh, voice crack. We're gonna try another caller in here. I double-checked this time to make sure... Oh my god, and now I'm dying in my throat. What's going on? We're gonna take another caller, so let's keep our ears and eyes open and hear what they have to say. Thanks for listening, caller.
Hey there, Easy Does It Radio. Long-time fan, first-time caller. This is one of the best things to take a little TO to out in the VEZ. I guess this call is kind of like a call to action in a less serious way than usual. See, me and some buddies of mine have been cooking up some games to keep ourselves busy. Not like cards or whatever, but real tabletop action, spells and shit. Obviously, we can't get all the fancy models and books they sell out in the cities easily, so we DIY'd it. Rex, my main man, carved stuff out of the trees, real intricate stuff. And I've got a guy I manage to contact sometimes that basically feeds me info on what to write down in our own unofficial guidebook. You know, rules, items, monsters. Guess it's pretty weird to focus on fantasy monsters when we've seen real ones, huh? But I think a healthy bit of creativity keeps us sane. Escapism, right? I'm not trying to start a club or nothing, but hey, maybe indulge that creativity a bit, listeners. Make something cool. Something all you. Anyway, keep on keeping on, Easy Does It Radio. We love listening to what you get on out here. Peace out. Bye now.
Ooh, a homebrew game. That sounds like a lot of fun. It would certainly help pass the time around here. You all remember that band I was in high school, the one I told you about? Well, on top of being in a band, we also played a bunch of those tabletop games when we weren't blowing the neighbors' eardrums out. I loved playing as a bard. It was my favorite class. I guess that's not surprising, actually, considering where I ended up. But hey, if the shoe fits. Anyway, I think that a VEZ homebrew tabletop game is a great idea. Keep me updated, okay? All right, we're gonna hop back into the music here. Coming up next, we have Hulao Luau. I bet a lot of you didn't know this, but a luau was actually the name of a popular stew served at the feasts and parties of the Hawaiian people. It was so synonymous with these get-togethers that we started calling them a luau. Maybe that's where I should take my next vacation. I could go to the islands, enjoy the food, and sit on the beach, and watch an authentic Maui sunset. right, my friends. Before we move on from our island stay and continue with our easy DIR programming, I've had a caller on hold for the last few minutes who'd like a chance to speak. You're on the air, Trooper.
Yo, what's up, Easy? Corporal Dick Richards, tune in from the IO. Yo, we just hit the big dunes and wrecked up Puma in the drag race. Shout out to them. Hey, yo, do a victory lap. Oh my gosh, we want you to get out the ditch like right now. Yo, play with something that reverse.
Well, Corporal, it seems like you're enjoying your time off the roster well. I hope you all enjoy your late-night party. Just make sure to have good lighting and keep a head count. We don't need any more unlucky souls wandering off into the darkness and getting lost in the VEZ. I know that it's late at night, but given that the night shift of guard and lookouts are coming on duty right about now, we're going to speed things back up again. Coming up next, Hi-Fi Pop Singers. You're listening to the one and only Easy Does It Radio. That was just the right cup of tea to get you in a good mood and make you smile, right? Something to give some pep in your step? And speaking of, I have some jokes for you all. It's been a while since I've done that, right? Did you hear about that sensitive burglar at Outpost Phobos? I hear that he takes things personally. And that synthetic pasta substitute in the MREs, the ones pretending to be real spaghetti noodles, they're all impastas. I came up with that one myself. Okay. And in the VEZ, did you know that there's a rare type of local flora in this area? It's so small that you can hold it in one hand. They call it a palm tree. Oh, that one's actually cute. Anyway, stay tuned for more amazing jokes and free love here on Easy Does It Radio. All right, everyone. Got some more jokes for you all. Here's an Oni secret. There's a reason why you can't trust anything about atoms. They make up everything. Get it? Yeah. Did you hear about the supply and requisition guys giving out dead batteries? Yeah, it is a real shame, but at least they're free of charge. Yeah, but I mean, it is annoying that... Anyway, and do you know why no one minds having a major general in the officers' club? Because they order everyone around. Like drinks. Oh, man. Thank you all very much. I'll take my award for best host anytime now. We'll be back with more tunes in a moment, but if you're looking for a good source to download media for your own personal devices, listen up. This next sponsor may be exactly who you need.
Have you ever wanted to take a break from the troubles of daily life with a good book? Need a properly selected movie for that romantic date night? Trying to de-stress with some calming music or to get amped for exercising with fast tempos and loud vocals? Timbuktu Archives is the solution for you. Timbuktu Archives is a premier media library from across both time and space, from the classical music periods of 18th century Earth to the animation renaissance of 23rd century Arcadia. We have the largest collection of visual, audio, and sensory media across the settled worlds. Check out our service today and reconnect with the media you need. Timbuktu Archives, lost no more.
I know that not everyone appreciates my jokes, but you've got to admit, they do at least give you a certain kind of feeling, right? So will this next song. It's getting late now, and I hope you're all enjoying the warm summer air. Make sure to take a moment to breathe deep. Oh, I just punched my microphone with my arm. I was really getting into that one. Make sure to take a moment to breathe and stare up into the night sky. Relax and enjoy the moment. You're safe, and though it's often said in boredom or apathy, we all know that nothing ever happens in the VEZ.
This is Captain Valeria. My team is trapped at the crow's nest. There's something in the tunnel. We need help. If anyone can hear this, please. There isn't much time.
Once again, my beloved compatriots and comrades, it's time to hear from you directly. Caller, you are on the air with Max Reverb and the whole wide VEZ. What do you have to say?
Good eve. Is it still even evening at this point, or is it just good night now? Whatever. I'm First Lieutenant Allison, proud pilot of the beautiful D-96 TCE named Bertha, and I have something very special to say to everyone of the 1473rd Sustainment Wing. Stop fucking hiding in my bird. Every time that the Major is looking for voluntold to carry heavy shit, You dickheads all run to my dropship like it's the last evac off Harvest and hide behind the payload crates as if he's going to forget about it. You want to know what happens when you morons hide for long enough? We all get yelled at! I am tired of attending fucking retrainings that I'm overqualified to teach, let alone sit through, because you big, strong men who love showing off through your muscle shirts can't be fucked to actually use those biceps when it's time to work. If any of you weight room guys pull that crap again, I will literally murder all of you by dropping the doors during our next takeoff. Except you, O'Halloran. We're chill. I'll give you a head start. But the rest of y'all are on notice. Stop hiding in my fucking aircraft whenever you're lazy and just do your fucking jobs. Got it? Cool. I feel a lot better now. Thanks, Max.
Well, Lieutenant Allison, thank you for that, public service announcement. I'm sure hoping that the rest of the 1473rd heard it as well. And given the obvious stress that some of us are under, and the intense boredom suffered by others, we could all use a little vacation out here, don't you think? Well, whenever our tours end, we can always enjoy a quiet night vacation on the beach shores of Saint-Tropez. What a beautiful night sky out here tonight. I know that I'm just one man on my own, out in the middle of our exclusion zone, but looking up at the constellations above me just filled me with such hope, you know? After all that we've been through, all that we've suffered, and all that we've survived, there's still a whole galaxy out there for us to explore. It's incredible, isn't it? I'm happy to still be here, and I'm happy that you're all still here with me. Let's take a midnight ride together, shall we? absolutely stunning. We're nearing the end of our program tonight, but the lines are still full of listeners like yourselves calling in with messages of varying importance. So, tell us, caller, how are you feeling tonight?
I've honestly had a pretty rough couple of days, but I don't really want to talk about that. Let me get my notepad. Let's see here. Okay. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. Okay. What? Next one. What do you call a cow who does like a dance? Or no. What do you call like? I forgot. Never mind. Let me see. Oh, this one. What do you call a man with a rubber toe? Roberto. Okay. Laughing does not make joke land. Okay. Next one. How do radios say goodbye? They sound wave. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. When I was a kid, there was a book on the back of the couch. This one I actually wrote by myself. Whenever I would walk by, I would be confused by why it was there and what kind of book it was. The cover of it was completely blank. There wasn't a single word on it. Every single time I would go to pick it up, my dad would stop me and tell me to leave it alone. So, I listened. Day after day, I avoided that book until I was left home alone. I sprint over, I grab it, and then open the book. The first page is blank. In that moment, I've never felt such disappointment, shame, and guilt. I disobeyed my father all over a book with nothing in it. A blank book. Out of frustration, I turned the page, and it actually had something on it. It was a picture of a cat. I turned the pages, hoping there was anything else, but that was it. Just one picture of a cat in a blank book. I slammed the book shut, toss it back where it came from, and fall to my knees. Feeling the tears well up in my eyes, I feel the disappointment. I feel that shame, that guilt. I look up to the ceiling, hoping to see the sky, just so I have something to yell at, but it's just my ceiling, and it's a ceiling fan. And all I could think of in that moment is, like, after all that disappointment, the sadness, disappointing my father, going against what he said, all I could think was, you gotta be blanking kidding me. Next one. Wait, I remember the one I forgot. What kind of dance moves does a cow do on a dance floor? The milkshake.
Okay, that's quite enough. Thank you for your contribution. Getting back to it, make sure to maintain positive thoughts and keep your head in the clouds. The night's slowing down, but the callers are keeping up. What do you have to say, dear listener? You're on the air.
Hey, yeah. So I listen occasionally. I'm really just calling because I want you to not ever accept phone calls from that last caller ever again. Can you block his number or just blacklist him somehow? Because the last thing I need to hear when I'm on night watch is his stupid. Okay, just block it, please. Just go into the settings or whatever device you use. Have someone screen the call, for God's sake, please. Just no more. Other than that, you're great. Just yeah, all right, whatever.
I will take that under advisement, but given that this is my radio show and I can handle these matters myself, I'm going to kindly ask that you allow this disc jockey to run his own rodeo. Trust me, I'm plenty capable of handling my own, even when I'm all alone enjoying some nights on the boardwalk. Man, I know that it's an opinion some people will love me for and some will hang me for, but that jazz we just heard, one of my favorites. I grew up rural, but I've always had a soft spot for dimly lit jazz clubs with accompanying dive bars you'll find in the seedier parts of the big city. Maybe there's even one hiding somewhere in New Mombasa tonight. In that case, this next one goes out to that hypothetical hole in the wall, wherever you may be, even if you're just a tourist trap. You're real enough for me to swoon. Here on Easy Does It Radio. What a night, right everyone? Now I can see that the boards are still active and you're all wanting to get a word in, but I am truly sorry to say that I won't be able to let every one of you who have called in tonight go over the air. Drum roll, please, for the last caller of tonight's Easy Does It Radio. You are on the air.
Hello, Exclusion Zone. This is codename Lady of the House, but my teammates just call me Lady. This story isn't my own, but it's from one of our newest members of the team. This story comes from a few months ago. I won't tell any details, but the people who were involved have already been dealt with. That night, they were destroying one of the last buildings in the area that was not part of their outpost. From what I've been told, it was an old ranger station from before the war. They called events like these a burn. These burns were a way for them to have a bit of a sense of normality. Well, at least the ones who could attend. There are still soldiers that need to be on watch, after all. One of the soldiers in charge of the burn is known for her flamboyancy with her flamethrower. She tends to put on a show every time they do one of these. Well, apparently she wasn't the only one set on giving a show that night. My teammate still won't say who, but one of his fellow soldiers decided to hide some fuel inside the building. So the two go in and start the burn. Not my teammate, but the two soldiers in charge of the fire. They go in and everything's going according to plan. The people outside can start seeing flames shooting out the top of the roof. But suddenly, there's a very large explosion. The explosion alone collapses half of the building, and this poor soldier is thrown through a concrete wall and ragdolls 20 feet away. Well, obviously, there was an investigation afterwards, and it turns out that this idiot thought that it would be a great idea to take one of the fuel containers from the flamethrowers and hide it inside the building. Now, if you've used a flamethrower, you know that that is pyrosane V, a very volatile fuel, and how that woman survived is beyond me. Though no doubt her body is absolutely covered in burn scars from this event. My initial thoughts listening to this story? Thank goodness I was not the one in charge. But if you did enjoy this story, be sure to thank our new teammate, Skeleton in the Closet. He assures me that there's many more stories like that from his time at the other outposts, and they are equally as entertaining. This is Lady of the House, signing off.
That's quite the story, Miss Lady of the House. Full of sympathetic characters, dramatic plot twists, and personal reflection perfect for this broadcast. My only question is, with a voice like that, are you gunning for my job? With your vocals and style, I'm worried that someone higher up might start getting ideas. Seriously. In any case, that was quite the perfect note to end on. I'll be cutting off our callers for tonight as we draw to a close. Only a few songs left to keep us all company. Let's savor them together, shall we? I'm sure that after hearing that last caller, some of you may be thinking that you're struck by a nighttime romance. did mention Long Night Spirits in an earlier ad spot, and hindsight is 2020 because this would have been the perfect spot for that. So just imagine for me that I made a perfect segue into this next song, Dry Martini, and we'll all continue on for the evening. Cool? Cool. It's that time again, my humbling audience. Not only is it the end of the night, but also the end of my reign over the airwaves. At least for now. I just wanted to throw out there how much all of your calls mean to me. I know it may seem small or trivial sometimes, but your support for this station means a lot to me. UNSCVA is set to take back over here in a few minutes, and our benevolent chess master will rule the static once again. But, if you'll indulge me, I'd like to share one last song. If you're coming on duty for the night shift, then enjoy this last tune. And if you're catching some rack time now, sweet dreams and best wishes. You deserve good things in your life. I've been Max Reverb for Easy Does It Radio. Have a good night.